I started out by taking this white eyeliner pencil and kind of mapped out where I want this to go. It just makes it a lot easier when I go to apply the liquid latex. And then taking the liquid latex, I traced all over that white line. I went over it about 2 times first. And you're going to want to use a brush that you don't care about. You're not going to be hurt by throwing it away after, because this stuff is messy and just hard to clean. And then after I went over it about 2 times, I took a little bit of toilet paper and placed that all around the edge just to give it a little bit of texture. You could do more, but I really didn't want to do that many because I just really didn't want to make it that thick. I just wanted a little bit of texture. But you can always put more if you want to get intense with it. And by the way, you might want to avoid covering your eyebrows. Or you can cover them with a glue stick. It will help prevent losing any eyebrow hairs, like I did. And then what you're going to want to do is start lifting that up. I did the top of my head, I just kind of messed it around a little bit just to give me a little bit of texture. And then on the inside, I lifted all the edges on the inside of that circle that I made. And let's have a moment of silence for those eyebrow hairs that I just realized I lost. And it's much easier if you let it dry completely. I didn't, because I didn't have a lot of time to do this look, which is why it didn't come out. I'm not all that happy with it. I kind of just said this is what I'm going to do, and then I kind of filmed it. I didn't really prepare for it, so I think I would have been a little bit better if I took my time and I had a little bit more time, but this was still actually a kind of hard look to do. It was a lot harder than I thought. And then you're just going to fill the inside with gray face paint. I didn't have gray face paint, so I used a Ben Nye cream white and I mixed it with a gray eyeshadow. And you're going to want to try to get this pretty opaque. And then I just put a silver loose powder on top to kind of set it and then give me that silvery look. Then I took a black chromacake by MAC and I just started filling in the black where I want it. I started out with around my eyes and then I filled that in and I set it with a black eyeshadow just so it doesn't crease. Also because I don't really want it shiny either. And then in my waterline, I used an eyeliner pencil, black, kind of filled that in. I want it all black, basically looking like a Dalmatian right now. If I did this again, I think I would add more silver and white to it to maybe add a little bit dimension to it instead of just a full black spot. Then I'm just going to add the black lines here and there where I want them in. On the cheekbone, I'm going to kind of just follow my own cheekbones. And then what I did is I went in with an eyeliner pencil and kind of went over that black paint just to make it a little bit darker. And then just to add a little bit of texture, I went in with a little bit more toilet paper and some liquid latex and kind of made those little bars on my face. And then next I went in with a black eyeshadow and just tried to blend it and pray that everything came together. I basically just added darker shadows to where you would see the darker, more shadowy parts, and then I went around along the edges of everything and kind of just blended that out. And then my camera needed to charge, but all I did was, where I applied that texture with the latex, all I did was put a little bit of the loose silvery powder on top. And then I'm just going to go back in and kind of blend a little bit of black around those. And then I'm going to go in and blend with black eyeshadow all along the edges. After that, I took a red eyeshadow and kind of blended that outside of the edges, and then I took a darker brown shadow and then just blended that as close to the edges as possible, and then just blend that all out. And then I just applied some fake blood. I think it's like vampire blood that I got from the store. And I just applied that to the areas that I put the liquid latex. And it was a little bit too red and like fake for me. So then I went in and added a little bit of the black chromacake on top of that and kind of mixed it together. And then basically it's just from here on out, it's just basically like going in with a little bit of blood, going in with a little bit of black, and then just blending it out, making it a mess, and just doing odd things to like get it the way you want it. And then after I finished this, I actually added another sort of cut to my chin just to kind of make it a little bit more, I don't know, just to add a little bit more. And then I just added red lipstick, and the one I'm using is by Black Moon Cosmetics. I'll try to have as much listed in the description box below as possible.